Chris, what's up?
What's up?
How are you?
I'm tired. How are you?
Dude, I'm exhausted. I got
Yeah,
home
man.
late last night, and then my
Yeah.
daughter was up sick all night. She threw up all over me, so then I had to shower at 2 a.m., and then I was wide awake. So, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not good.
Mm-hmm.
Not good at all. Man, a little
How was your
blurry.
trip home?
Well, hang on. I'm fixing my blurriness. Oh, man, that ain't good either.
Yeah, the king of small tires in the house. That's why I'm going to get a lot of secrets out of Boosted, so we can make
Oh, you
this.
think so? Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know if I got any secrets to give tonight. My trip home, let's see. We got done racing at around 11 Saturday, I think.
Mhm.
And after doing all the different things you do after the race is over with, I think I got to the hotel about midnight, and then I was up at like 3:30 or 4 because I had the 5 a.m. flight, which is early, but believe it or not, there's a direct flight from Bakersfield to DFW. I didn't think there was any direct flights from Bakersfield to anywhere. But turns out you can get to DFW from Bakersfield. So
Perfect.
that's pretty cool. Yeah. So that's what I did. What's up, Rick? Good to see you, man. But yeah, dude. How was your trip back home? I guess Billings, Montana is what, like 12 hours?
I think it was 8 hours total of flying and a 2-hour layover in Denver.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was talking about driving.
Oh,
That's right.
I didn't drive.
Yeah.
I
Forgot. That's what champs do. They fly.
No, that's what business owners do. If I don't come back, I don't have a business to come home to. So I'd love to be able to stay in my motorhome. I just can't.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Yeah. No, I get it, man. No, dude. Congratulations on your win, dude. That was pretty cool because you're in a car that you're not well, I mean, I guess you're somewhat familiar with it, but I mean, your Nova that you own, you've made probably 20 times the amount of passes in it as you have in the Gucci Nova. So that's to be able to come to the very first race and go all the way to the finals and then beat Scott Taylor, who, I mean, Scott Taylor's car was flying all weekend long. It's really saying something. So, congrats to you, dude. You put in the work. I know there was a lot of people that were doubting you as far as, rising to the occasion under pressure. So,
and people tried to apply pressure.
Yeah. I may or may not have seen a video of some attempted pressure applying.
Mm-hmm. How'd that work out?
From a certain racer. I guess it was Kai that had a little bit of a discussion with you before that final race with Scott Taylor. Run me through it. What all was said?
Well, I just went up to shake Scott's hand, and Kai said, "You want to bet 1,000?" And in my experience, betting while I'm racing always bites me in the butt. So I just don't do it. If all the other guys want to do it, like my crew guys or whatever, I just tell them, don't tell me about it. I want nothing to do with it. And so Kai said, I'll bet you 1,000. And I said, no, I'm not interested in the bet. And he said, you owe me 1,000. Well, what that's coming from is Flying H last year. And he says he has a video, which his GoPro 360 on the top of his car makes it look like we guessed. And the video from the back of the car that a third-party place sent me shows no tire crack, green light, all 4 staging lights on. Yeah. So I told him if he can find a picture of my car with my green light or my red light, or sorry, my light's not on and my tire cracked, my green light not on and my tire cracked, that I'd pay him $1,000. And I offered for him right then and there to go get it and bring it on on live, and I would pay him. I still haven't seen it, so I have a picture of it, and I'll post it. I'll show it to you. My tire not cracked, all 4 staging lights on, and the green lights on. I mean, I don't know how you argue with that, but
yeah. So it's always interesting when, people would always be like, I didn't guess when it was extremely easy to go back and watch a video and blatantly tell when someone guessed the light, right? I mean, there's indicators on the tree that tell you that someone has let off the trans brake button before the green light came on, right? I mean, it's very simple to figure out. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. So I always laugh when people want to say they didn't do it, when you can just go back and tell. And when someone accuses you of doing it, it's just as easy to prove them wrong the exact same way. But, yeah. So what you're saying is you're not going to send a Christmas card to the Kai Kelly Racing Camp this year.
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably.
Not.
You know what's funny?
Always next year.
Yeah, maybe next year. I honestly don't have a problem with him. I just don't like to be threatened and whatever. If he wants to come beat my ass, he knows where I'm pitted at. It's not right down far from him, so he can come on down. I'm down there anytime. If he wants to do that, come do it. Don't talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to go look for it.
Yeah. I mean, let me know. I can bring the boxing gloves in my carry-on or something. That way, y'all can just hash it out.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, there's no love lost there between you and Kai Kelly. But you know what? He tried to get in your head on that whole deal by talking the trash. I mean, honestly, for Kai, his teammate was racing you. Him and Scott, they're both from the same area, both raced on the same team for how many years. Kai was trying to do his part because his car had an issue in the first round. So, if he can try to affect you in a negative way with pressure, right, and help his teammate Scott Taylor, I mean, I feel like that's what he was probably trying to do. But you know what? It is what it is there. But no, man, the old adage, pressure busts pipes. You did not bust this weekend, dude. You made a hell of a pass. How close was it?
I think it was probably, I can't tell. It was so fast at the end. We tried to slow it down. It's between half a car and a fender.
And that is, I've said this several times. That's what I like about this series is the racing is so close. Like, it literally comes down to who leaves first. And, because the cars are, I don't know, they're just all so close together. It comes down to who leads the line first and who can make, the cleanest pass. And those, that race was proof of that. I mean, side by side, all the way down through there. I couldn't tell who was ahead, who was behind until the wind light came on. And that's really
I also couldn't.
Yeah. I mean, that's what makes it awesome is even the people driving the cars are like, holy shit, did I win or did I lose? And some tracks you can have the wind light, you can see as you're going by, and some you can't tell because the wind light, you've already passed it, right? And you have to wait for your crew to tell you who won or lost. So, but no, man. Again, congrats to you. That was an awesome job, especially in a car that you don't own, and you haven't drove that much. Did you have some issues with the car throughout the weekend that you had to deal with?
A few issues. Just new car blues for me, anyways. We had, the track was hot and greasy, and trying to adapt to that, like having all the power in the world didn't mean anything. So we had to turn it way down, and then I didn't have a tune-up that slow to go down the track. We'd only made 8 passes in the car or something, so like we didn't have any anything to run that kind of number to get down a track like that. My car, I would have a tune-up for that because we've gone down 1,000 greasy tracks,
Yeah.
But we didn't have a tune-up for it, so we had to make a bunch of changes. Hey, Coop.
Say hey.
Hi.
Yeah.
It's nice to have mom and dad home, huh?
Yeah, man. Real quick, I'm not trying to derail you, but Coop had a baseball tournament this weekend. And that's why I was on the first flight Sunday and his mom was home. She was on the same flight, but Saturday. I guess there's one flight that leaves out, every day. And she was on that same flight Saturday and made it. I made it to his games on Sunday. And she made it to his games on Saturday. But yeah. But yeah, dude, talking about the hot, greasy surface, look, I'm telling you right now, When I think of California, I think of like palm trees, beaches, and 75 degrees. And I said beaches, not the other word. I can't cuss around you now. Beaches, like that you lay out on sand,
With
waves.
sand.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And so that's what I think about when I think of California. And I'll tell you right now, that was not the case in Bakersfield. I've never been to Bakersfield, so I didn't know what to expect. But yeah, it was 100 degrees. The track temp was like 140 at the starting line. And it was just, those are tough race conditions for any car to get down. You're right. It's greasy, it's hot. And yeah, you did a great job adapting to that. I think your first round, you had some issues, and luckily the other guy you were racing broke or had some issues as well, and he was unable to make a pass. I know your pass in the first round was not good.
Oh, dude, we had it way too hot. Like way too hot. There was no way in God's green earth it was going down that track with that tune-up in there. And the night before, I don't know if you remember the Friday night when we were doing the Race the Champ deal, our collector on our header flew off the car.
Oh, yeah, dude, that was intense.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it was on two wheels.
Yeah, that was intense. That thing was very angry.
Yeah, it was very angry. Well, we had made test passes, so we knew what we thought we knew what it would take, and it did not.
Yeah.
And then so we had it turned up to go stupid fast, and that collector fell off, dude, and it made a sharp right turn to the other lane. I'm just glad I got it slowed down quick.
Some people don't understand that, the bullhorns and zoomies, like those have a purpose. The angle that they're at has a purpose. Prime example was your car. The amount of exhaust pressure that comes out of the zoomies or a bullhorn is insane. And if you have one side pushing one direction and another side not pushing that same, angle or direction, it's going to upset a car, as we saw with your car. I mean, that was, dude, I thought you were going to run over the tree, to be honest with you. It shot across there that fast into the run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, it was really quick. Like, I think it was no, it wasn't even that. It was less than 1 second into the run. Like, I let go of the button and it just right turn. It actually was up on the side so bad that it drug the right side rocker on the ground.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yep.
And oh, by the way, I mean, dragging any piece of that car on the ground is like taking a diamond ring and scratching it, because that Nova is so nice. It's like a show car that is also extremely fast.
Mm-hmm.
The owner, Chris, keeps that car in immaculate condition. It's got the Expel film on it. Is like, that thing is just, I don't know. It's one of the nicest race cars that I've seen race. You're extremely lucky to be able to drive that thing. Mm-hmm. Seriously. It's just very nice.
Well, and let me be clear, Boosted. I didn't call them and say, "Hey, can I drive your car?" I have one. It's right here.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of people commenting on, I couldn't do it in my car, so I had to rent a ride. I'm not renting the ride, first of all. And if you can attest to, I went to 4 races last year and made the top 16.
Yeah. No, dude, I mean, the people that say you can't do it in your own car, they don't know what they're talking about. We all know, the people that matter know that exactly. That your Nova is at the same caliber as the Gucci Nova, as, all the cars that are in the series, that were in the series last year. So yeah, you really shouldn't even have to explain yourself on that. Yes, sir. How can I help you? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I see that. But speaking of like other cars, how do you think some of the other racers performed this weekend, with it being the first race?
Man, I just thought, I think everybody was fighting the same struggle we were. We just got lucky and figured it out soon. I think everybody by the end of the night was going pretty fast. Like, I watched Ryan that last pass of Big Tire, and he was booking down there. And like I said, Kai's pass against Kayla, dude, that thing was a rocket. Kayla's car was on the rear tires the whole time until she got out of it, and Kai was still ahead of her. So like there's a lot of fast cars. There's a ton. And the no rule thing is just we're either gonna see a lot of carnage, or we're gonna see a lot of the rod and piston manufacturers are gonna be super tickled.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They like Proline and those companies, they love when this series kicks off because it's
job
like,
security.
all right, let's go.
Yep.
Oh, motors. All right, we got you. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, Chris Michael's in the chat. What's up, man? But yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Speaking of Ryan, it's very rare that you see him and his team struggle, right? And this weekend was tough for those guys, but you did make a good point. The last pass of the night in Outlaw Big Tire, that thing was extremely fast. So, you give Ryan time, and that team will figure it out, and they'll figure it out enough to win, and they'll I have no doubt.
And you have to remember they're doing this no rule deal too. So they changed a bunch of stuff. Like he's got a Liberty in that car.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's not like if he would have had the turbo 400 in that thing, he'd have been right there with us at the final, or in semis or whatever. But he was trying a new combo that nobody's done in that. And like the whole night I was waiting to hear it shift all these gears because I think it sounds cool.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, but I think the last pass it finally shifted all the gears and stuff, and it was sweet.
Yeah.
Like, this is what's going to happen. People are going to be trying out a bunch of new stuff. I know there's a bunch of comments about double power adders and stuff. Nitrous outlet picked us up this year. We have nitrous in the car. We are using it. And I think we found our sweet spot.
Nice.
Enough to help compensate for the intake air temperatures, but hopefully enough where it'll still go down the track.
Yeah. You're not the only one that's running nitrous. Have a seat. My kid brought our dog out here. Anyways, you're not the only one that is running nitrous this year. Nitrous has always been not allowed on top of another power adder like turbos, Pro Charger, screw blower, things like that. And this year it's opened up a lot to where you can run nitrous with other power adders. I mean, all right, dude, don't knock the table over. We'll have a big problem. You know what I mean? So you're right. That is one huge change. And like I said, you couldn't run it in the previous years. That's not to say some people didn't try to run it. They just maybe didn't get caught doing it. But that's a different topic for another day. Real quick, for those that need tickets, want to look at which events you want to go to, there's a link. It's right there. Right there. That's your link to the FOAT. That is where you get your tickets. And you can get tickets for any of the events, even not just the championship events, not the 7 championship events, but also the Bowling Green and Galat race. Those are the small tire races. You can get the tickets for those races on the FOAT as well.
Yep, you can come see this car with smalls on it. Let me see.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah.
I'm already got it all tore apart.
Oh, nice. So you're getting ready for that. That'll be good.
Yeah, we're putting a lockup in it, small tires on it.
Yeah, man, that's going to look good on smalls for sure. So we have our race coming up in Virginia. I think it's in, let's see, what's the date today? The 12th. So 2 weeks? No. Yeah. No. 3 weeks. No.
3 weeks.
The 30th and the 31st, I believe, is the dates on that race in Virginia. VMP. The track staff at VMP, I enjoy going there. Maybe you've been there, right?
Lots, yep.
Several times, yeah. Tyler,
I used to run top sportsman there.
Yeah. Mr. Crossno, he does an awesome job on just the track in general, making sure things on his side run smoothly. Sometimes that's a struggle with some tracks. Some tracks just aren't prepared for what happens at a speed promotions racing event or an event like what we do. So
I like the shutdown in Virginia.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And they got a cool light show.
Yes, very cool. They all go dark at one time.
Yeah. So if you win the race, you'll get the awesome light show at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But I see Dave's in the comments. What's up, Dave?
Hey, Dave. Are you going to be in Virginia, Dave?
Dave, Daddy Dave Comstock, are you coming to Virginia? I need you to comment. It's probably a little slow on commenting, but don't forget, guys, the link right here is how you get your tickets to the next event. If you get
them, you can be right down on the starting line. We were down there BSing with a bunch of people betting. Bodie took a bunch of fans' money. A bunch of fans took his money. It was great. I saw you collecting a few.
Yeah, I made some money also. How about the little gangster class? Did you hear how many cars there were?
82?
62.
Oh, 62.
62 little gangster cars. That class was awesome, man. It really was. Just have that many cars show up in a track that, we've never been to. All right, dude, I'm going to need you to scoot over a little bit.
Dude, they had that thing wrapped through the staging lanes all the way around halfway through the pit with cars.
Yeah, dude. And I feel like that class is just going to get bigger at our events. So I think the next one, when is the next? Is it at Bowling Green? Maybe. I'm not sure when the next one is.
I don't know. Sean was telling me that they were trying to come to Virginia. I don't know if that ended up happening or not.
Yeah, I hope they did.
I gotta respond to comments.
Yeah, dude, I will. I got my assistant over here telling me what to do.
Well, is he right?
I don't know. He's got his knee crammed in my side right now.
I missed Coop on the starting line throwing the football.
Hitting people in the head. Wasn't that, were you at the race whenever he threw the football and it was like a line drive right in the side of Robin Roberts, hit him right here in the temple?
No, I did not see that.
It was on the live feed. You need to go. I don't know what race it was. You have to go back on the live feed and read, but it was just perfect. Like they had all of us, and all of a sudden this football was like, right through everyone.
Perfect spiral.
Oh yeah, right in his face, and then it bounced and God, yeah, it was pretty cool. It really was.
Did you get the car unloaded yet?
No, that car just got home like an hour ago. So Kayla's dad left Saturday morning, but they took it easy. That's a long drive to, all right, go get the dog, dude. So that's a long drive from Bakersfield to Tulsa. So they kind of took it easy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, man. Little Gangsters. It is a 530 index. I see people asking about it in the comments. It is a 530 index. And yes.
Where's your prop body?
I don't know, dude. Go put her inside. But 530 index. And you know what about the cool thing about 530 index is it's fast enough to be exciting, but slow enough to be affordable, if that makes sense, right? Like not all these, not everybody can race the small tire class or afford to race a small tire class or even True Street because it takes a lot of money to race those classes. But the 530 index, I mean, a clapped out LS from a junkyard can go a 530 in a Fox Body Mustang. And
why are you picking on the LSs, bro?
I mean, dude, I like LSs. There's nothing wrong with those. Just in a Mustang is kind of, I feel like, a cardinal sin. But there was a bunch of LS Mustangs or LS powered Mustangs in the Little Gangsters race, but it was still pretty cool. It really was.
I just read that Little Gangsters will be at National Trail is the next one.
Oh, nice. Okay. So National Trail, that is not, let's see. Let me get the date on that real quick. I want to say that is June. Hang on. I got it right here.
National Trail is 13th
June 13th. Yeah, 13th and 14th. So, yeah, man, the month of June is going to be a little rowdy, back to back to back. So,
and then we get July off, right?
You wish.
We don't?
July is back to back to back also.
Oh.
Yeah, but actually, you're right. Canada, I guess, is a little different, but I don't know how they're going to do that. I don't know if everyone's going to Canada. I don't know. I mean, I guess you can probably go. I'm not sure. But
Well, I know that they asked us to go, and Chris wants to go. I don't know.
for sure.
I'm not sure I
Yeah.
want to go up there, eh?
That's a long way, eh? Yeah, it is. It's a long way up there, and you're going from Toronto to Edmonton and then to Mission. So basically, you're traveling the entire length of Canada as you go across.
I gotta plug my laptop in here.
I was about to die on you. Oh, you got a white F-150? I got one back here too. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, it's actually 3 races back to back, Richard. 3 races back to back, and then in August we're at Washington. So what's up, Mike? Larry, good question. The orange car. Someone has asked if Kayla could use the orange car until hers is fixed. So there's a huge difference between the Speed Promotions cars, the Outlaw 32 cars, and this car behind me. This car behind me is what's called a back half car, and I'm sure Nate can attest to this. A back half car in that class is just probably that class with limited rules is not going to get there. It's just not going to happen for the sheer fact of the weight of the car. With it being a back half, it still has stock front frame rails. I mean, you can see the strut tower right there. That's a stock strut tower that's in this car. And so, a car built like that, even though it can be on big tires, it just it won't go fast enough to run with those guys, So
now on the street.
Yeah, now on the street, totally different ball game because those guys aren't going high threes on the street. If you can run on a big tire, if you can run, around 440 or so, you're doing something. 430, you're doing something. And so that's a lot easier with a back half car on the street with a big tire. So, but Sean, Nate's car from last year was behind him, but he's putting small tires on it, which is smart man there. So Scott asked about where's he at? Yeah, Scott asked about the vet. Actually,
what about that vet?
Yeah, the vet would be a good car because it's the caliber of the types of cars that you guys have, but it's not done yet. So I'm trying to get it done for the Beach Bend race, but right now it's not looking the best. So I don't know. What do you mean? It hasn't rained yet. I don't know how much horsepower it has.
How much power it is?
I don't know. It hasn't rained yet. Anyways, so hopefully we can get that done to run Beach Bend, but again, it's not looking the best right now, but we're trying. So Birdman, what's that?
What do you need?
Well, I'm waiting on 4-link brackets right now. And dude, it just, you get a car and you want to make it, you want to put your changes on it, right? You get it and you address the things that you want to fix. Mm-hmm. And so that's what's happened with the vet. It needed to be front halved as well. It had some things in the front that I didn't like. The firewall I didn't like. The brackets in the back for the 4-link I didn't like. So plus it's a Pro Charge combination, so it needs zoomies. So zoomies got to be made for it. I mean, there's a lot of things that have to happen to that car. And it's getting close. It really is. The guys over at Wasp have been killing it. And it's looking great, but it's just takes time. You know what I mean? It's nothing.
Are you putting a 7 in there or what are you doing?
That one is a 6.
Okay. So at least it's a raised cam.
Yeah. That one's a 6. This one is a 5 behind me. But for small tire stuff, I think a 5 will get us in the hunt.
I have my headers off my 6 you can have.
Which your zoomies?
Yeah.
Where were you at about 2 weeks ago?
Did you already buy some?
Yeah, they're already like done.
I had Craig at Dynamic do mine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey Jeff Lutz.
Hey Jeff, what's up, man? Denver, yeah, that's the plan at some point when I get it done. That vet, I would love to come race at least one. the speed promotion races. And if it has to be the last one on radials, then that's the one it'll be. But we're trying. We really are trying to get that one done. Guys, as much as I like standing there on the starting line and talking trash and doing all the things, I would much rather be racing. So that is the plan, is to be racing for sure. Let's see what we got here. Oh, don't forget, guys, the link to get tickets right down there. You can see it going across the screen. That is how you get the tickets for the races. Famoso was that's a big track, right? But the right side, the main side of the track on the tower side, it was packed. It really was packed on the right side. The left side, it was patchy. And Nate, did you happen to hear about on the left side there was a group of like 5 people,
and they got in a fight.
They got in a fight. The 5 people that were together,
they were fighting over the last wine cooler.
Yeah. Usually it's the people that are all smashed together that don't have their personal space. They get into a fight. But no, this time it was the people that had all the room. They managed to find each other over there on the bleachers.
Dude, there was a pile of people at Famoso. The reason it didn't look like it is because the stands go from the starting line all the way to the finish line, quarter mile finish line.
Oh yeah, dude, it was that track has seats for days.
Yeah,
so,
it was crazy, and there was a ton of people standing up top, like right under all those trees where all the concessions and stuff were.
Yeah, Michael, yes, that's the plan. At least from what I was told, is that her car will be going to Wizard. So that is the plan. But
Sean, my crew guy, is in here. Honestly, dude, I could not have done what I did without all of the crew that we had. And it was crazy because it was I had some of mine, they had some of theirs, and it was a different car, and it was a different trailer, and I didn't know where anything was. And but honestly, the transition it worked out really well. They did a killer job together. They meshed really well, and we're excited.
It's good, man. Yeah, no, y'all look good in the first race. You really did. And, Scott Taylor also looked great. He really did. That's a brand new car.
Dude, that car was moving. Honestly, I was scared. Did you see me during our buy run? I almost lit the car on fire to make a pass to see what it would handle, just because I knew we were going to have to.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a good pass, dude. You said you were going to light the flames, and you sure did. They were blue flames coming out of that thing. That was awesome. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, his new car's fast, dude. He's gonna be one really hard to keep up with.
I have a question. What happened to your crew guy after the celebration?
Oh, dude.
What happened?
Man, Tyson was so excited. He jumped up in the air, and the second jump he came down, and we don't know if he tore his Achilles or what he did, but it's not good. He had it on ice, and he's such a trooper, though, dude. It's all iced up and wrapped up right now, and he's driving the semi over to Pro Line.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, dude, I feel bad for him.
Do you remember when Ryan won? I don't know if you were part of the series.
Oh, and Javi.
Yeah, Javi, jumped over, I think, the center little concrete thing and landed on his knee, and, I don't know. I think he, tore his meniscus or MCL or ACL. Dude, he jacked himself up. He was in a cast or walking boot or whatever. There's Tyson. He's in there. Hey, Tyson, what's up, Crash?
Yeah. He's also driving, watching this thing. You should probably pay attention to the road, bro.
Oh God.
I hope you pulled over for this.
Rule number, is it 1? Yeah, it's rule number 1. Limber up. Have you not seen Zombieland? It's limber up. That is the number 1 rule. You gotta be able to run. You gotta be able to jump. That's funny.
Jeff said he was there when Javi did that. It was ugly.
Yeah, it was. He fell to the ground. It was bad. It was real
Boosted,
bad.
Will you accept call outs on here?
On here?
I've seen somebody write that, yeah.
Oh.
Call outs for what?
Yeah. What are we doing?
I mean, we might have a car for whatever, something.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. I got a go-kart there. I got 1, 2, 3 dirt bikes. Got a golf cart over there. Got a junior dragster right there. What are we doing? I got a tractor right there.
Dude, juniors are so fun. as scary as it was, my daughter just got licensed 2 weekends ago. And first time ever in a junior dragster. And I bought her a really nice one. I should have bought her a little turd slow one. And I did not. I bought her a 1390. Oh, I bought her a 790 car and we made it 1390. And dude, she scared the bejesus out of me. But she did good. She went down and got licensed and the whole thing. It was awesome.
Yeah, man. Junior dragster racing is a lot of fun. I bought this one right here. I know y'all can't see it, but I bought this one for Coop. And when we bought it, the motor was blown up in it. And so, we obviously got to, I wasn't going to go crazy and buy them. You see them for sale for $20,000, real nice ones. I wasn't going to go crazy because I was like, man, what if he doesn't like this? Like, I'll have this.
Scooter's in here.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Scooter? But, this thing, Coop, how old are you? How old are you?
It's got to be 8 or 9.
You're 16. Man, I've already got him trained. He said 16. Nice. Okay.
He'll get in for sure.
Not the cops, dude. It's just us. Trust tree. How old are you?
16.
Okay. Yeah, he's 9. And so on his, I think, 3rd pass, we got all the little issues fixed on his junior dragster. And I think at age 9, you have to run, I think, an 1150. He ran 860 in his junior dragster. And I was like, oh God. So, I don't know, bad parenting, I guess. But was it fun to go that fast? You went like 75 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, that was a good time.
Even though it hurts my back when
It hurts your back.
when I press the gas pedal full speed.
Okay, well, we'll have to fix that. Now
The little buggers are fast.
No, it jerks me. It jerks.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's supposed to, dude. It's a dragster.
I still want to ride it.
Okay, I didn't say you're not going to ride it no more. Drive it. It's drive it. You ride dirt bikes. You drive your dragsters. Anyways, I saw a question. Did Murder Nova's wife get her scooter back? Yes, she did. The culprit of who took the scooter was one of Disco Dean's crew members. They just took it to their pit and were just like, all right, and then just kind of left it there. So they found it, and it was found. So it was like literally a one of one. It's a Honda Ruckus, I think that's what they're called.
Yeah, dude, it's like green with a brown seat.
Yeah, like you can't. There's not a single one like it.
No, but if you were colorblind, they would all look the same.
That's right. Sorry, I got a mosquito flying around.
Since Scott's in here, Scott, are you still in here? Let's see. Hey, Dennis.
Yeah, I don't know if Scott's still in here or not. Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. Oh, anyways. Not sure, man. Not sure how long it's going to take to fix it. Hey, Scott. Yeah, he's in here. Nate.
Okay. So my question is do you want to borrow a bottle? Or you already got that plumbed in there?
Ooh, I see why you're asking. Give that little bit.
That's all it was. I mean, that's what that did. Honestly, for his car works so well, it scared the crap out of me. Like I told our guys, I said, we're going to have to do something. Yes, in the works. Oh, yeah. Virginia's going to be fast, dude.
Yeah, man. For sure. Virginia is going to be fast. Famoso was the first race of the year. So obviously with the first race, some of the cars, some of the teams are going to have problems, going to have issues. So I feel like they've worked most of those issues out, the guys that struggled. And going into Virginia, it's going to be extremely fast. So those that want to go, those that are on the East Coast, want to see it in person, get your tickets on the link below. That is how you get tickets. That is the only way you get tickets. Don't trust a marketplace ad to get tickets because they're just going to take your money. The only way to get tickets is the link right there for Virginia, which is May 30th and 31st. So,
and even if you're not on the East Coast, fly over there and come see us.
Yeah, do it for sure. All right, Nate, anything else for our wonderful fans?
No, sir.
All right, man. Well, hey, look, we are going to wrap this up. Nate, I appreciate you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You were the first person to get one of those nice trophies with the guns on them. And you know what? I'll be looking forward to seeing you in Virginia, man. Don't
Yes, sir.
forget, dude, it is a championship point series, so every single round counts. And right now, you are number 1 in points. Just keep on rolling.
We do it.
All right, brother. I appreciate you. I'll see you
All right.
there.
All right, man. Take it
All right.
easy.
We do it.
All right, bye.